Everyone beginning at the same time. That was a great warm-up. Here we go. Kicking things off with the basic bounce. Although you do need to jump higher, we're still not kicking our feet in front of us. We're not kicking our feet behind us, right? We're keeping our feet directly under our shoulders, underneath of our head. Not only is that going to help us not burn out and give up on the workout early, it's going to help us keep our knees, ankles, everything safe as we train jump rope. Nice. Good start, everybody. As we go today, this is going to be harder for me as well since I have the weighted rope. So if I'm talking less than usual, that's why. We are getting a big workout in with the big rope. Next thing we're going to do is side to side. Very similar style to our 2-foot jump. We're jumping from one side to the other side. Feet together just like this. Remember, this is not about the tricks. That's just to keep it exciting, to keep it fun for you. The goal is to jump when we're jumping all the way till the end. So we're jumping side to side now. If you happen to make a mistake like that, go ahead, bring your rope back, get right back into it. You can go as far as you need to, as small as you need to, and at whatever pace feels comfortable for you. If you're jumping around this pace, you'll get, let's see, about 500 jumps in by the end of this workout. Assuming this is a little over 100 jumps a minute. Whew. We're doing about 5 full minutes of jumping. All right, next we're gonna do jump straddle. That's gonna be feet together and feet apart. Kind of like a jumping jack, but just your lower half, because your upper half is busy turning the heavy rope. Here we go. They don't need to go super far apart, just enough that it feels different than that 2-foot jump. Activating a little more higher up in the hips. Bringing those legs apart together. Whew. All right, 10 more seconds of this, you got it. And we're there. Nice work, everybody. Remember to check your shoulders as we're going. Check your hands, make sure it's in a good spot. If you have any questions while we go, feel free to drop it in the chat. I will see it. It'll come up on the screen here. We can address that. Next, front to back. Exactly what it sounds like, just like side to side, but this time we jump forwards and then jump backwards. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. 10 more seconds, and then we go. Rest a little longer, rest a little longer. All right, here we go. Once that red bar comes up, that's our progress bar, showing us how much longer to go. I'm checking my shoulders, checking my arms. I definitely feel it in my arms today, more than any other day we've done this. And the weighted rope is a much better workout if you're looking to target your shoulders, chest, back. Not that a regular jump rope doesn't use any of those muscles. This just feels the burn a lot more. All right, up next we got cross step. Got our legs apart for the first jump, then cross one foot in front like this. Then open, and then cross the other foot in front. Here we go. Cross step. You don't have to cross it super far. It can be a very small motion. And once again, if you're finding any of these skills giving you a hard time, feel free to just 2-foot jump it out till the end, but I do encourage you to try all these moves. If you can do 2-foot jumps, I'm confident that you can do these. Keep going with that cross step, almost done. 3 more seconds. 1, and time. Nice work, everybody. All right, the next move that we got for us today is jog step. This one has a lot of names from a lot of different people. But you just jump from one leg to the other leg, alternating like this. Kicking your feet back slightly, maybe bring those knees a little bit in front of you. So in general, your weight is still over yourself. All right, 5 more seconds. Wow, way more out of breath than usual for these. Let's go. And we're doing each of these jumps for 30 seconds at a time. We've been taking 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're going to finish today with a 1-minute jump of any trick you can want, so that'll be coming up soon. Got a couple more tricks to do before then. Now notice with jog step, it's not right foot over, right foot over, right foot over, right? It's right left, right, left. Every time I'm switching feet, I'm clearing the rope. Excellent job. All right, that was jog step. Now we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna just do 2-foot jumps. Bring the rope in front of your toes to start. Gonna lift it over your head this way. This one always surprises people with how much more challenging it is, targeting new muscles, maybe ones that you don't train as much. Going backwards now. Now a lot of people, if they miss on this one, it's because their hands come forward like this. Your hands have this distance here. Make sure your hands stay back, close to your body. A lot of that is because you see the rope coming up towards your face. So a lot of people bring their hands extra high or extra far out in front. But don't worry, if it went over forward, it's gonna go over backward. Keep your hands in the same spot. Nice work, we're going to jog step again. Remember that is the right, the left, that's the alternating feet. Just another practice for this one. I encourage you all to try going a little bit faster this time. It doesn't mean super fast, I just want you to try going a little faster than you did last time we did jog step. Jog step is like the entry trick into the speed jumping. You see all the fastest athletes in the world, they all practice their jog step to get it going just like this. Now, if you do want to practice great form for getting faster, it's not about kicking your feet back as much. It's just actually bringing your knees in front of you and your feet almost stay directly underneath of your body. Okay, 5 more seconds. And time. Excellent job. Okay, let's see what we got next. We've got jumping on one leg. Now, instead of jog step alternating every time, we're going to choose one, we're going to stick with it and jump on it over and over. This one we're only going to do for 15 seconds. Half the legs, half the time, I always say. All right, just a couple more seconds and then we're going to go. You might find that it feels like you need to jump higher because you have to give it a lot more push to get to the same height. Here we go, one leg. Make sure your hands are low. Go as slow as you need to. If you make a mistake, get back into it because there's only a couple more seconds. This one certainly burns more than the others. And time, excellent job. Up next, we're going on our other leg, whatever leg you chose. Going to the other one. I was certainly better on my right. Couple more seconds and then here we go. All right, jumping on the other foot now. There isn't really a right or wrong way to do this as long as your arms are in the right spot. If your knee's in front, you're holding it up, that's one way. If your leg is kind of just down like this, that's fine too. Just worry about clearing the rope and going for all 15 seconds. Nice work. All right, we're nearing the end here. We are in the final stretch. This is the 1-minute jump. Altogether, all we gotta do is jump for 1 minute. You can mix in some of those tricks we tried today. You can mix in any trick you might know from before today. But the most important thing is, we go for a minute. All right. I'm gonna try and, let's see, couple side to side. I'm gonna try a little bit of the cross step from earlier. Another one that we didn't learn today, we like to call march step. You jump, bring one knee up, jump, bring the other knee up, jump, bring one knee up, jump, other knee. Just like this. Oh. Then we're about halfway through our minute. If you really want to mix it up, you can start adding in maybe a cross. We really focused on that last week. Definitely feels harder with that heavy rope. If you give it a try, you'll know what I'm talking about. Whew. All right, a couple more seconds, or 1 minute. Just gonna go a little faster than I was before. Jog step, and that's it. We made it through the whole minute. Excellent work, everybody. That was our weighted rope workout. If you need to, pause for a moment, get some water. In the meantime, we are gonna practice a little bit of side swing techniques here. One of my favorite things to do in a weighted rope workout is some side swings because it keeps the arms activated even when I'm too tired to jump. Whew. So we're gonna go over the most basic side swing. When we teach a side swing, or when you learn one, you might see you bring both hands to one side, to the other side, and open. But you'll notice that as you do that, especially with other kinds of ropes, you'll find that the rope can get a little twisted and a little awkward. The reason that is because when people are doing side swings, they're not actually just bringing their hands together like this. You're kind of ducking one hand underneath of the other one. Let me show you what I'm talking about. There's like a correct arm to be on top for a side swing, depending on the open jump after. So if I am going to my left and then to my right, so I'll face this way so you can match. If I'm going from my left to my right, like this, my right arm actually goes underneath on that first side swing. And this is why. When I go here, right, the rope doesn't need to cross more than once, right? It goes from open to cross, prevents that tangling, so right arm is underneath. Then my left arm kind of leads as it goes over this way. So once again, the rope doesn't really need to twist because it's sideways and then passes over this way. There's no switching happening. Whereas if you have your hands close together, the rope can do all sorts of things. Or if you have your other hand on top, when you get to the open jump at the end, you're actually uncrossing right before the jump. So one more time, if I'm facing this way, if I'm doing left side swing, my right hand goes on the bottom and my left hand brings it over the top. So right hand on the bottom, left hand on top as it goes over this way. Then if I'm switching to my open jump, it opens way cleaner, right? Because I have the correct hand on top already, so the rope doesn't need to uncross to go through. You can even look at it in slow motion like this. If you just put one hand here, if I have my left hand on top, when I go to open like this, it won't really twist. It's here to here versus here to here. If the rope is moving this way, you'll notice that'll make more sense. So, now on contrast, let's try the other side to contrast that. If I'm side swinging to the right and then to the left, my left hand goes down first, right hand goes on top. So one more time facing this way. If I'm side swinging right, left, I'm doing left hand on the bottom, right hand on top, and then open. So together, we're gonna try left, right, open, left, right, open, left, right, open. We're gonna do a full sequence of that for about 30 seconds. Ready, set, here we go. So go ahead, take your time with it. We'll go really slow at first just to master, and take some time to look at the rope and watch, make sure it's not hitting itself at any point, right? So left, right, open, left, right, open. We can speed it up a little bit. Left, right, open, left, right, open, left, right, open. And the pattern I'm jumping at is I'm doing a little jump for every part of this. So I'm jumping once on the side, so I'm jumping once on the side, so I'm jumping once on the open. Left, right, open, left, right, open. You'll see some other people, they like to, during the side swings, maybe squat some. So on the open, you land really low. Open, land low. It's hard to say. Left, right, open, landing low. Or sometimes people will even put one foot in front of the other as a lunge. Right as we go down. Left, right, open. Just keeping that open as the transition point for all of those different moves. Now, a lot of people will be more comfortable on one side than the other just because that's what they train. But it is important, if you want to eventually learn some tricks, to do this on both sides, both of those side swings. So, right, left, open, right, left, open. Whew. And then, so if we're jumping into an open jump, the side swing before, if I'm going from left to open, my right hand should be on top. If I'm just doing side swing open, side open. If I'm doing right side swing to open, my left hand is on top. So whatever way you want the rope to be pulled to at the end, right? Correct, I should say, not to confuse left and right. So if I have my rope on this side, I want it to pull back to my open side, that's the hand that should be on top because that's what's going to lead it in. If I want the rope over here and I'm pulling it back to the middle, watch, this hand is on top. It's not on the bottom because it's not pushing through. It's on top. Comes over to open. So I hope you learned something about a side swing today. Even if you already knew how to do one, I think that's great advice. And I hope you got a good workout and you're sweating like I am. So those weighted ropes, they will do that to you, let me tell you. So I can take a second and see if there's any questions questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave it in the chat right now. Let me know what you thought of today's workout. I bet there's a really funny before and after now of me before this workout and after, now covered in sweat. I see that we got a couple people in chat today. Feel free to leave some feedback, maybe what you learned today. And if not, feel free to comment after the fact, and I will see you next Wednesday. We got some more classes planned. Let's see what we got planned next Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. We're going to do the behind the back jump rope trick. It's called an EB. It's where you cross with your body in between, one hand behind, one hand in front. So stay tuned for next week. Bring a freestyle rope next time. It'll be really hard with the weighted rope. All right. Good work, everybody. See you next time.